Yo guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I will be talking about it. Welcome to Derry Season 1 Episode 6, In the Name of the Father. Alright, so after last week's intense cliffhanger with the official reveal of Pennywise in the series, we now officially have the clown back so we can get to all of the good stuff. And this episode was a lot softer than I expected. A lot easier than I expected, in the good way and also in a weird way, because in the good way we learned a lot more about Pennywise, where he came from, and of course the big reveal. Spoilers alert, if you haven't seen the episode, go back, watch the episode, then come back here. Of course, also the big reveal about the psychiatrist, who is the daughter of the man that was Pennywise before the alien took him over, or the thing, the creature took hold of him. I don't know if we have the entire story yet, but I don't really know. Did he take it over, or was he that all along? I have no idea. I think it had to be that one all along. I have no idea. This is weird. I have never seen this territory before, so I am a bit confused on that, but it was a cool reveal. Nonetheless, we did not see Pennywise the dancing clown in episode 3 with Nas photo. We did see the psychiatrist twist and I hope we will see something more of that, because I think that's a really interesting storyline. But that was, in my opinion, the only really interesting thing in this episode. It was a giant reveal. It was a big reveal. It was a cool reveal even. I never really suspected anything with the psychiatrist, especially not them being related to each other, Pennywise and the psychiatrist. I think that was a very interesting take. Something I did think of when watching the entire series is that it all felt very easy for her to believe everything, where no one was believing Lily on everything or anything that she told her. She was always listening, and she was always in like, oh yeah, so Maddie's back. Okay, for sure. Yeah, if you believe it, yeah, don't go in the sewers, but yeah, Maddie should be back. Maddie's alive. And I thought that was a little bit weird for the entire season, because why would she believe her so much? At first, I thought it was a psychiatrist thing where she was just like, I'm just gonna make sure that I'm friendly with her, so I can trust her, so she can trust me. And I thought it was something like that, but then it appeared to be something even bigger than that, and I was not expecting that. So kudos to that, to completely obliterated my thoughts on that one. Congratulations, I'm very happy for you. The rest of the episode was a little bit more dim and a little bit more easy, maybe a little bit too easy, but I can see this as some sort of silence before the storm, where I think everything will go to absolute bad shit in episode 7 and 8, which is supposed to be the finale. I thought it was 8 episodes only, so I think we are going to get some very interesting things in those last 2 episodes. But for this episode, there were a lot of things that I didn't expect. One thing that I absolutely do think from this episode, it happened quite in the beginning of the episode. 2 segments where I think you've had that one coming. You deserve that one. And the first one is with Will. When he had the falling out with his father in the house, I was on both their sides, but then Will said, like, if you really cared, or if you really knew what you were doing, then you wouldn't have killed your friend. And then he slapped him in the face. I will never condone violence to children. Never in my life. But that child had that smack coming. What the fuck did you just say to him? Holy shit, the disrespect on that? Wow, I would have smacked him even harder. Holy shit, you don't say something like that. Not in any kind of situation. That smack, he got off easy on that one. And I was absolutely angry for the rest of the episode that the child was the victim in all of that, and the father was like, I am the bullshit, I am the bad guy, and even the mother gave him shit for it. Like, can anyone place himself in the vision of the father for that point? Because that was an insane thing to say. And the same thing was happening between Lily and Ronnie. That entire falling out that they had, they both had a slap in their face coming. For a second, I thought Lily was absolutely gonna start swinging that little emerald crystal thing at her, and I was like, okay, hopefully she won't do that. She didn't. good job. But still, interesting. I thought like, okay, this is getting a little bit too far, and they said some things they probably shouldn't have said, and I thought that was intense. Not as intense as Will saying that to his father and only getting one smack in his face, but still very intense. And everything after that, I don't have a feeling a lot happened actually in this episode. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, as I just said, silence before the storm comes. But the only thing I really got from this episode was like, okay, are they trying to add romantic tension between the characters? Which is, in my opinion, they're just friends. They're also really young. So it kind of felt unnecessary to me to do that. And it doesn't really feel like it adds anything up to the story. For now, maybe they will, but for now, it felt like they focused on the wrong things maybe this episode. Maybe just a little bit more in the backstory of Pennywise, but I kind of get why you want to keep that a secret or you want to keep that under wraps or just a little bit vague. But, I kind of expected a little bit more stuff. Everything with Grogan, that was cool. The ending of the episode came kind of unexpected because I thought there was a lot more to this episode and that there was a lot more coming than that there actually was, because I felt like, oh, that's it. But the things that they have set up for the next episode are going to be quite interesting. And yeah, that was about it for this episode. I thought it was a little bit more dim. It wasn't my favorite episode, but it was still, it had some good stuff in it. And I would have smacked the living shit out of Will at that point, because what the fuck did he say? That was not okay. And I'm completely on the side of the father on that one. He deserved that smack. Maybe not another smack, just the one was enough. It was a very good smack. It was a very hard smack even. But yeah, he had it coming in all sorts of ways. Alright, what did you think of this episode? Please let me know in the comments down below, because I'm really excited to hear your opinion on it. I want to thank you for watching, and I'd like to see you in the next video. Thank you, and bye bye.